I know about Lars Von Trier is his name.
You don't know any of his films?
No.
You've never seen any of his films?
No, never.
How do you know his name?
Well, it's always in the papers.
Why?
Because he's a movie maker.
Well, the idea was to set down a set of rules for filming. I would say that any good director has some rules, but he just do not write them down. If you have some limitations when you work, like these rules or like other things, then you are forced kind of to use your imagination. These rules could be any rules, right? The whole idea is that there are some rules. And we put down these 10, and they are 10. That's not so good. Should have been 9 or 5 or something. It could have been different, but the idea was to say, these are the rules, let's work from them. Then we can make some others, or we can work without rules, but let's try that. We were doing an effort to see what was happening if you follow some rules. The Dogme rules are very much made for me, in the sense that, but that is maybe more personal, but we talked about this, you know, having control or giving away control. And all these rules are designed for me to give away control. Part of the idea of the Dogme thing was, of course, to get down to this basic feeling of film. It's provocative in the sense that you have this idea of, especially in Europe, of being an artist as being completely free. And that this is part of being an artist, is being completely free. And that is what the whole idea of Dogme is arguing. It's been very important to me how the colors of a film look. And then, of course, it's a great relief to have a rule saying it's color film, you can't do anything about it. So they're designed for me, if you see all the rules, they're kind of more or less designed for me not to do what I thought I've been doing for a long time. Orders to myself, like in hypnotism, you know, don't use artificial light. No. With the Dogme rules, that is what you do. You give away control. But then again, if you can't control it all, what's the point? After making Breaking the Wave, everybody wants to see Breaking the Waves 2 done as the next film. But that is, I can't do that, and I don't want to do that, because it's because I want to go on. And that's why it's important for me to make a film like The Idiots now. And then, you know, if people don't like it, they I couldn't care less. In the beginning of my career, I was not giving any freedom at all to the actors. They were more or less like props. And now, in this period of my life, I think it's very interesting to have a cooperation. I insisted that we were naked all the time in the beginning. That was great. That was kind of in the 60s, 70s. That was wonderful. They were so tired in the end of seeing me naked. Put on some clothes. But I think it helped them anyway, because I think some of the nude scenes are quite relaxed.
Jeg har bare grebet diktafonen her i et ydmygt forsøg på at holde den her dagbog ved lige. I går havde vi en stor dag med alle spillerne ude i huset. Jeg synes, det gik godt. Vi forsøgte at indkredse spasser.
All of the actors cried every day, but actors love that. And then, you know, then the director should go in and say, I feel sorry for you. That really sounds bad. Oh yes, you know, my father didn't understand me. Yes, you must be terribly angry at him, aren't you? Yes, you know, all these. It's beautiful, wonderful. I paid a lot of money to learn these things. I've been in therapy, I don't know how long. but a lot of crying. Boys were crying also.
Do you wish that someone would take you in hand and sort of do to you what you did to them, to the actors? Is there a part of you that wants to be sort of unleashed in this way and made to cry? And
Yes, please. You're not offering it? Okay. Yes, I'm sure. And spanked also, please. Yes. Yes, that would be wonderful. Yes, sorry. The Kingdom is a good example of what ideas I like to use, because it's in a form where we haven't censored very much when we wrote the script. Some of the other films have been censored much more, and you know the script has been taking years to write. But this was much faster, and this is we haven't taken anything away because it's bad taste or because it doesn't fit there. It was just kind of all of our ideas and dreams or whatever just came into the script. So you can say that when you're afraid of something, then there is also some kind of a fascination around the subject. Otherwise, you know, otherwise, why bother being afraid of something? Yeah, I'm extremely afraid of hospitals. That the hospital is kind of the symbol of your lack of power over yourself, over your body. All my anxieties you will find in the films. I will force my actors to do what I'm afraid of. I was so afraid of having cancer. I don't remember. I think it was in my... I don't remember where the cancer was. But anyway, I went to this doctor, and he said, you should make a fantasy trip. He was not a real doctor. He was kind of a man who did this. And I said, that sounds ridiculous, you know. And then I did it, and it was a lot of fun. It was such a lot of fun. And I went down into the molecules of my body, right? And I went into this enormous area where there was a lot of coffins. No, it's kind of a chests, you know, with that you normally have gold in. What do you call it? Treasure chests or whatever. And there was 1 million of them. And on top of each of them, there was a tiger lying with a trifork. It's fantastic. And I laughed such a lot while I did it. It was really fantastic. And then down in the chest were, you know, the genetic material. That was kind of the whole idea. And then this tiger was kind of guarding it. It was beautiful. And I talked to the tiger. It was great. But I'm meditating a lot. I'm very close to, you know, these things. Also, when I do this shamanistic thing, it's more or less the same. I'm really having fun when it's beautiful. It's just kind of click, and then you're. But it all has to do with the universe within yourself is much more interesting than, you know, the one around us. Well, this is where I lived when I was a child. And I've been trying to get away from this place for a long time, for 30 years, no, for 40 years. And now I bought the house back, and now I know that I will never get away. So, and the children are crying, as you can hear.
great.
It's a good sign. It tells a parent that they are alive.